What is up, YouTube? Back live again. We are doing another round of mock draft. So if you're watching the replay, please like, please subscribe. We're putting out new content each and every day. So appreciate you guys all tuning in. We are hitting this intro, and then we are going to get started on this mock draft. Yeah, I like that music. You like that intro? You like that intro? It's pretty nice. We are filling it up right now. So let me know how you are doing tonight, everything like that. Appreciate everyone being in the building. Yeah. So we are looking at, we have one more spot. We need one more spot, and then we'll get this thing started. One more, and we're getting it started. We're getting it started. Nah, that's not what I wanted. Like that. We are currently at 48 subscribers. We are 2 away from our goal of getting to 50 before the season. So will this be the stream? Will this be the stream that we get to where we get there? Well, we got everyone here, so we are going to start the draft. And of course, Jonathan Taylor is on the board. Hurricane, my man, thanks for being in this mock, for also being here in the live chat. No autos in the first round, Caleb. Hot Jericho. Appreciate that. Gotta focus. Yeah, hopefully my goal is to get to hopefully somehow we can get to 50 subscribers tonight. I don't know if it's gonna happen. If it happens, I loaded up some music. I don't know if it's gonna work in my streaming software, but I think oh, Connor, I don't know. Did he pick? Oh, I think he just picked. I don't think he autoed. Okay, cool. But I will get up and do a little bit of dance, or maybe I'll just like someone hype me up, and then I'll just do my dance. Hurricane. Christian McCaffrey at the 1-4. Woo! Woo! What a steal. What a steal, man. What an absolute steal. Okay, Dalvin Cook off the board. I'm on the board, and I went through my if you did not watch my video today, I did do my running backs 1 through 10 rankings, and of course, Derrick Henry is right there for the taking. This is my first mock I've done at the 1-6. So I think I'm just at this point, I'm so pro running back in the first round because of what happens in the wide receivers you can get in rounds 3, 4, 5, 6 that, yeah, I don't even have to think about it. And, oh, you didn't even have to think about it. Oh, yeah, CMC, don't even think about it. Don't even think about that. So, yeah, appreciate that. Hurricane, appreciate you being here and interacting in the chat, man. It means a lot. Like I said, I got 3 viewers right now, so appreciate everyone for being here. 4 viewers. Appreciate everyone being here. If you are new to the channel, please like and subscribe. We're trying to get to 50 subs by the beginning of the season, actually by the beginning of Wednesday, because my good old friend Jordan is coming on the show, and he said he'd wear a tank top to show off all the bicep work that he's been doing recently. And since I wore a tank in our last live stream, so don't know if that's actually going to happen, but I do want to get to 50 subs, so we potentially could do that tonight. If you have not subscribed and liked the channel, please do so. I'm not going to try to just keep harping on it, but appreciate if you like the content. If you want to keep grinding, I'm trying to put out a video day and then be doing a live a day as well. And I work full time, so it's a little bit hard, but we're going to be going for it. Nate, you didn't even sub yet? My man, sub now. We're getting there. So after I drafted Derrick Henry, we had Najee Harris, Justin Jefferson by my good old cousin, Joe Mixon, who is a lot higher on my board, DeAndre Swift at the 110. I actually, oh my goodness. Freaking Noah, appreciate you being here, my man. So if also, I should probably say this while we are here in the moment. I am also part of Trades and Grades channel. So this is like my own personal channel, but I started this whole content thing with Noah at Trades and Grades. So, and I'm realizing that the sound is on here, but so if you also feel like you like a lot of Dynasty fantasy football content, that is what we talk about at Trades and Grades. We do a little bit of redraft, but A lot of trades and a lot of grades. So follow that channel as well if you haven't already followed me here. But Noah out here with both. So cheering me on, and then I'm here as well. Who's running the trades and grades account right now? You know what? Someone's gone crazy, man. Someone's gone crazy on the trades and grades account. So I don't know. No, we might have to have you come do one of these with me, but I don't know. Or maybe we do one on the trades and grades night. I just like going live. I think it's fun. Get to interact with people, get to do these mocks. So after Najee Harris went off the board, we had Justin Jefferson, Joe Mixon, Swift, Jamar Chase, and then Devontae Adams. I know that's kind of getting cut off for the viewers. Alvin Kamara, Saquon Barkley. I think that's a crazy stack that you can get this year, especially now we kind of know a little bit more about the Alvin Kamara situation. We had Adams, Aaron Jones, and then Travis Kelce off the board. AJ Hickman just somehow autoed both, so I don't know what's happening. And then Stephon Diggs at the 2-5. Deebo Samuel. I'm now on the board. We're looking at running backs, and I love me some Javonte Williams. I think I've hyped him up. None of the receivers that I'm super high on are still there. You do have Mark Andrews, though, but I'm a late tight end kind of guy, and I went tight end early yesterday, and I didn't like my team, so I'm going Javonte Williams here. And yeah, put that down, Noah. We need to do. Maybe that's what we do this week. We do a live. So yeah, thanks everyone for tuning in to the 6 viewers. If you haven't liked and subscribed already, like and subscribe. We're trying to grow this channel, get to 50. Next on Wednesday, Jordan's coming in, flexing. So we're at 49. I need one more subscriber, and I will do a little dance live on stream. AJ saying he didn't mean to pick TK. Yeah, Javonte Williams. I have him as my RB10 this year. Is that too high? I have him like above Nick Chubb. I actually have Swift as my RB11 and Kamara as my RB12. Believe it or not. I made that video yesterday. I did my research. I kind of defended myself. I made tomorrow my RB11 through 20 video is going to be coming out. So if you want to see all of my running back rankings, and you can see that tomorrow. But I don't know. I just think I'm really high on Javonte Williams, high on Aaron Jones. Love me some Saquon this year. Am I ready to get burned? Maybe. But I shoot for upside. And that's what we're shooting for here in this draft. So after Javonte Williams, we had Nick Chubb off the board. I'm never going to get Nick Chubb in any league because if he would need to go at like 3-3 or 3-4 for it to be great value for me. We then had Mike Evans, CeeDee Lamb, and then Mark Andrews off the board. Nate is drafting. He asked to be in the 101, so he drafted, of course, got Taylor at the 101. Went with AJ Brown at the 102. 212. Connor, who is at the 1-3, is probably dying. He loves him some AJ Brown, and we'll see what he does with the next pick. Hurricane coming in. I take Fournette over Javonte. You know what? I think that's fair. In the video that I'm actually releasing tomorrow, Hurricane, you'll probably watch that. Just kind of explaining a little bit more about why I like Javonte over like Lenny. I have Lenny after Alvin Kamara, DeAndre Swift too. So he's like my RB13. I just think the Rashard White thing it's an interesting take. Like they drafted him in the 3rd round. Like the talent's there for Rashard White, and we don't necessarily love the offensive line that's happening. So that's kind of what I'm saying. Yep. And Noah said, if Pitts is there, you better take him. He didn't fall to me. He did not fall to me, man. He didn't fall. So now I'm looking at the board. You know, I've been saying a lot. Every stream up so far, been talking a lot of Tyreek Hill crap. And he just went. I thought he might fall to me. And now I'm here again. The pain. We're looking at running backs. Nothing like super excites me. I probably should go receiver. I drafted Keenan Allen yesterday. And so, but do I go T. Higgins over Keenan Allen? I haven't done my wide receiver rankings, and I think I'm gonna just play the safe pick and get Keenan Allen as my wide receiver 1. Pay Noah for sure. White is good. I just think Brady has more trust in Fournette as a pass blocker and I agree with that. I just think it's been proven that kind of over and over again that Brady likes to have that pass catching running back. And if we base like Fournette's stats last year, like the amount of receptions he had was irregular to what he's produced before. And he did produce really great receptions. But when you consider he had like 72 catches last year, I don't think that's repeatable. I think he maybe gets like 55, but he has a worse offensive line. And do we think the Tampa Bay Bucs offense is going to be the absolute same with Chris Godwin coming back, Mike Evans? Listen, I love me the Tampa Bay Bucs offense. So, like, I would love for Brady to have a killer offense again this year, but I just think I'm a little bit lower on that whole situation. Travis Etienne at the 3-7. I've been talking about this. I almost went Travis Etienne. I said, the people in the chat are going to judge me if I do. Oh, Travis Etienne at the 3-7, man. I almost went just running back, and said, you know what? I'm done drafting running back and then just hammer wide receiver. Cam Akers at the 3-8. Daniel, interesting seeing you draft Cam Akers. He didn't even make my top 20, so that's kind of where we're at with that. To the 6 viewers currently watching, appreciate you guys stopping in. Maybe you guys are all subscribers, but if one of you is not, we are currently 1 subscriber away from our goal. 1 sub. All you got to do is hit that subscribe button, like the stream. That's what we're trying to do for the YouTube algorithm and to get Jordan in the tank top for next week. With Hurricane says, with Gronk gone, I think him or Mike Evans might get more work in the red zone. Yeah. I think Mike Evans, I mean, he always gets work in the red zone. So could definitely see that. Yeah, that's why I have Evans at wide receiver 6. Yeah, he'll probably be somewhere between wide receiver 6 and wide receiver 8 for me. So after T. Higgins went off the board at 3-9, we had Michael Pittman, Josh Allen at the 3-11, Deontay Johnson at the 3-12, Cortland Sutton at the 4-1, and then Darren Waller at the 4-2. So as I'm looking at what's going to be falling, there's a few wide receivers I'm interested in. There are some running backs that are interesting that if they fall to me, I might have to consider it, but I don't think they're going to fall to me based on the fact that, and J.K. Dobbins goes at the 4-3. J.K. Dobbins is my RB20. You'll be seeing that in my video tomorrow. So like I said, if you haven't already subscribed, why are you not subscribing? We love fantasy football. We love talking about it. We love interacting. We love doing mock drafts. So if you want to get in more mock drafts with me, subscribe, follow me on Twitter, because that is typically where I then post these mock drafts. Tonight, most of these people join me because we are in leagues together and or message me trying to get in. So that is typically how you can get in these mocks, as we're trying to grind and become better fantasy football players so we can brag to our friends in the season as well as win some money. After J.K. Dobbins, we had David Montgomery. Okay, we are on red alert. Will my man fall to me? Don't reach for a stack. Take the value. That is what Hurricane is then saying as well in the sleeper chat. Breece Hall at the 4-5. Shot to the heart. Oh, I thought I might get Breece Hall. I thought he might fall to me. And Nate's still in the office, sticking around for this. And this is the point right here where you're taking a bet, and I'm just going with my guy, DJ Moore. Most underrated wide receiver. I know Noah's going to like that as well in the chat. Dude's going to get 165 targets this year from maybe the best quarterback he's ever had, which is Baker Mayfield. That I don't think is a hot take, and that's kind of bad to say. Like, Baker Mayfield might not be that guy. But it's all about the volume for DJ Moore, and that's kind of what I'm going. I know currently right now, Daniel's talking about the sleeper chat about his love for Breece Hall, how he's getting volume. I love DJ Moore for the volume. Like, my wide receiver too, feeling pretty good about that. Now, if DJ Moore had not, of course, come off the board, I might have drafted Mike Williams. I still am talking about this. Like, Tyreek Hill at the 3-5, that is appropriate value, but typically when he's going somewhere around 2.7 to 2.9, and you get Jalen Waddle around 4.9, like that's a 2-round difference in value. And so whatever. Oh my goodness. Shout out Bethany. Thank you so much for being in this chat tonight. And listen, everybody, listen on the dance floor. It is officially time. We have hit 52 subscribers here tonight. I didn't think it might happen this fast, but to everyone here, appreciate you being here for all the support. Jordan will be showing up on Wednesday in a tank top. Jordan, if you're in here, I swear I will come after you if you don't wear a tank. The people want what they want. I know you are a great, great man who does not like to. I'm wearing a tank top, and I'm a little bit chubby around the arm. So take it for what it is, man. We are showing up here together, and so the people have spoken. They want to see you in a tank top, and but it means a lot. It means a lot for all the sport. After I didn't even do my dance. Throw it up, Okay, after might be a little bit too much like OnlyFans. So after Mike Williams, we had Jalen Waddle at the 4.9, AJ Dillon at the 4.10, Justin Herbert at the 4.11. Justin Herbert, I love that he went before Patrick Mahomes because I think that's the way it should be this year. Jerry Jeudy, Terry McLaurin falling all the way to the 5-1, I think shows that we do not believe there's a lot of upside here for Terry McLaurin at the 5-1. We had Allen Robinson at the 5-2, and then George Kittle at the 5-3. Noah, I'm probably going to say this. If he had fallen to me at the 5-6, that's who I was going to draft. DK Metcalf, Hollywood Brown off the board. So I am now on the clock. I am looking at like a Dalton Schultz. I'm not absolutely loving that. And then like wide receivers, there's kind of a big tier break for me. I do like Brandon Cooks and Michael Thomas. I don't like taking them this early. But I think we might just go with another running back and just lock down 3 running backs. Because I think we're going to like this when we look back on our team. And I'm just going to go Josh Jacobs. Josh Jacobs, we're worried. He played in that first preseason game. He's probably not going to be around after this season. But there's going to be a lot of scoring opportunities playing in the AFC West. And so we're just going to bank on the fact that he's going to get volume. And as your RB3, you're feeling pretty solid about that. Oh, Daniel will wear a tank? Oh, spaghetti strap probably. Oh, Daniel, I already hyped up Daniel's biceps in another stream. I don't need to do it again tonight. My viewers are going to get a little bit tired of that. But I did say Daniel will have to come on. We'll have to do a tank podcast or like a tank live at some point. Do a tank episode. But yeah, Bethany, I agree with that. Needs to happen. I didn't do it tonight. I only got like a few black tanks and, you're doing laundry. So I'm like hyping up my company. This is the company I work for. Probably shouldn't be saying that in case they ever view this live. Great company. That's what I'll say. So after I drafted Josh Jacobs, which let me know, would you draft Josh Jacobs at the 5-6? Brandon Cooks went off the board and Chris Godwin. I thought of those two. Those were the 2 receivers I was kind of going through in my mind. If you get Chris Godwin, so like Daniel already went with 2 solid wide receivers and then got Chris Godwin as his wide receiver 3, even though Chris Godwin, all reports are going to say that he's going to be playing week 1, but there's a chance that he's going to be coming back and maybe not being at full 100%. So we kind of have to just think and consider like what exactly is Chris Godwin's upside. Like I absolutely love him. If you can go buy him in Dynasty low, like that's what I would be doing. But in these redraft settings, it's hard to say. Like I might prefer to get him in the 6th round, but you're probably not going to get him in the 6th round. So you're just rolling the injury dice with Chris Godwin, even though he hasn't really been injured before. So after Chris Godwin, we went with Amari Cooper, Patrick Mahomes, Antonio Gibson, Lamar Jackson, Juju Smith-Schuster, and then Miles Sanders off the board. Hurricane is in here. He's also drafting that is what is a catch on the sleeper chat. He said, not the biggest fan of the Robust R build you're going with. You know what, Hurricane? Thank you for keeping me humble. I don't disagree with you. I just the wide receivers were not like, I wasn't feeling the wide receivers I was going with. Like, would you have preferred I went with Brandon Cooks or Michael Thomas or Chris Godwin? I feel like that's just like, if Hollywood or DK Metcalf had fallen to me, I would have 100% taken them. But since they didn't, I didn't feel comfortable at that point, almost overpaying, because I know Brandon Cooks is going in the 5th. It just feels dirty to me. Just feels dirty. Even though I think in the draft we did Hurricane yesterday, he went in the, what was it, the 5-2? Something like the 5-2. But anyway, like I said, if you are just tuning in, please like, please subscribe. Helps me with the YouTube algorithm. If you appreciate and want to get in these mocks with me, that is the way that we do it. And yeah, just trying to grow this channel. Hurricane, someone called me Mason Dobb yesterday, or Mason from the Fantasy Flock, and that meant a lot to me. He's like one of my top creators that I look up to. So appreciate everyone sticking in and, drafting and watching on a Monday night, talking about fantasy football. Like that's the kind of weirdos we are. Yes, Godwin or Cook as an RB3. And Hurricane, you will just know I just autoed, was just talking. Jenko was just talking about the fact that I like auto one time a thing. So now I'm actually going robust RB. Yeah, Nate, I just literally talked about that, how I just timed out. Man, that's upsetting. You know what? Another C draft for me. I always do this. At one point, I just start talking about like a player or something, and I get off track. So I drafted Kyle Ledger. I mean, this is like a fantasy counselor, running back, robust RB. Like, just take every RB available, and then whatever. Like, forget receiver. And that is not how you should do it. I think the best build this year is typically like if you go running back. I would say running back, tight end, wide receiver. Let me know if that's typically the build I like to do. But since Pitts didn't fall, it kind of messed me up. Then I had to take Keenan Allen, and then Breece Hall didn't fall, and and whatever happens. But we're not here for my team. We're here for all of you guys to enjoy. So of course I went with CH, but then Kyler Murray, Adam Thielen, Joe Burrow, Drake London, Darnell Mooney. Darnell Mooney, I keep thinking he's a steal at 6'12". Russell Wilson at the 7-1, and then Michael Thomas falls all the way to the 7-2. Also, shout out to this guy for like drafting the first 5 picks and then leaving. Like, I'm sure he does that all the time. That's Jenko. He's done that to me a few times. Dudes, that's an interesting move. But Michael Thomas 7-2. I saw him go at like 5'8" yesterday. So I don't know what's that about. Damon Harris, Rashard Bateman at the 7-4. I feel like that's pretty good value for Bateman. Now I'm about to be on the pick, and I'm gonna need a wide receiver because I just went super heavy running back. Or I could go tight end. I am a TJ Hawkinson fan. I hate to admit it here on stream, fans, but everybody in the stream, I might like me some TJ Hawkinson, but I probably should go receiver. Do I pull the trigger with Hopkins? Is it worth it? Can I wait 6 weeks with this team? Probably not. So I'm taking TJ Hawkinson. When the value falls, we went TJ Hawkinson. TJ Hawkinson, I think a lot of us underestimate his abilities. If we remember, rookie season put up like 24 points, then got hurt like week 2. Really didn't perform the rest of his rookie season. Last year got hurt again. And so we are now going into year 3. Is it year 3? Yeah, it's year 3 for TJ Hawkinson. And it's make or break it time. Like I do think he's a top 6 tight end this year, but will that happen? I don't know. I just bashed on the Lions with the Swift pick. So I'm walking my words back, I guess, now that I draft TJ Hawkinson. I don't think Jared Goff's good though. I'll still say that. Really wanted Thompson. Happy with Bateman though. Yeah. I think you should be happy. You're going hard on the wide receivers. You got 5 wide receivers here, man. Hurricanes going with the Hero RB build. Hero RB for sure. After Hawkinson, oh man, I'm trying to talk about the draft, and you guys are just making me laugh. Didn't see much about him on Hard Knocks. Well, he was just on Bussin' with the Boys. Go watch Bussin' with the Boys. It might make you feel a little bit different. I just watched that today, so maybe I'm just feeling a certain type of way about TJ Hawkinson. Been loving some Hero RB lately. Yeah, Hurricane. Don't blame me on that one. So then we had Devontae Smith, Kareem Hunt, Ken Walker, Hunter Renfrow, Cordell Patterson, Chase Edmonds, Brandon Ayuk all the way at the 8-1, Hopkins at the 8-2, Chris Olave at the 8-3. So we are at the point now. We got our tight ends. We got all of our running backs. So now we are just taking some darts at receiver. And this is probably why you should not draft. I shouldn't have drafted CH. If I would have drafted like an Adam Thielen or a Drake London or even a Michael Thomas right there at that pick, I might be feeling a little bit better about my team. Now, granted, will Michael Thomas actually play this year? I have him on a dynasty roster in a league with a bunch of these guys, and he won me a chip back in 2019, and then he hasn't really played since. MT, I think he's about to just like medically retire. I should also stop ranting so I don't auto draft again, but those are some of my thoughts. You guys are like the freaking best though, because we are sitting right here at 52 subscribers right now. Shout out to everybody that has subscribed. Jordan's going to have to wear a tank on our next episode. Right here, it's really just where you start to like, do I go with one of these rookies and just hope for the upside as my wide receiver 3? I'm not feeling it, but I think I can wait for a guy to come back to me. So then it's between Garrett Wilson and Treylon Burks. Both are not reportedly doing that well, but I'm going Garrett Wilson. I know it's a reach. Don't got to talk to me about the reach. I know it's a reach, but Garrett Wilson was my wide receiver 2 in my pre-rookie rankings. And just because he landed on the Jets doesn't change a thing. Of course, he's playing in a super crowded wide receiver room, but he's going to figure out a way to get on the field. And if you're telling me Garrett Wilson versus Treylon Burks, I think Treylon Burks has more upside, but I think Garrett Wilson actually has the higher chance to produce this year. So after Garrett Wilson, we had Pierce, Tony Pollard, George Pickens. Now, George Pickens, the hype is out of control here. 8-10. Oh, gosh. Devin Singletary, James Cook, then goes off the board. Oh, man. But will my next wide receiver, will he fall to me? We shall see. Hurricane, if you take him. Hurricane, I'm going to leap out of the screen if you take my man. Don't take him. Went with the 45-year-old. I appreciate that. I appreciate that a lot. I really do. I really do. But yeah, thanks so much, everyone, for tuning in tonight. Means a lot as we are here on a Monday. We will be streaming again tomorrow. My RB 10 through 20 video comes out as well tomorrow. So be sure to check that out. And if you are just tuned into the stream and you haven't subscribed, subscribe. We're trying to grow the channel. Of course, I'm glad I didn't draft him last round because Robert Woods fell to me. That's who I wanted. That's who I wanted. We're gonna solidify our wide receiver room here from rounds 8 to 10, and we're gonna feel good about it. We're gonna feel really good about it. You know what? I haven't taken a quarterback either, and I didn't even look to consider. Nah, I'm fine. I'm fine. This is another reason. Wait on QB this year. If you don't get one of those first 4 or 5 elite guys, wait on QB. Okay, Hurricane, I'm gonna debate you on this one. Burks is not greater than Woods, man. Robert Woods played for the Rams last year, and before he got injured was the wide receiver, 12 or 13 on the year. Now, of course, we do know he's going to the Tennessee Titans. I don't debate that Treylon Burks has more upside, but I also think Treylon Burks has a higher bust potential, and Robert Woods has proven that even if he only gets 110, 120 targets, he can be a high-end wide receiver too, and that's what he's going to be getting with the Tennessee Titans. We do say like the difference between Matthew Stafford and Ryan Tannehill is probably a first or second round or first, like maybe for 2 firsts in like actual NFL draft capital. But I think Robert Woods is still going to be able to produce. He produced in Buffalo and no one remembers who his quarterback was. So that's what I'm going to say, even though I do know he's 30 years old. Rookie brought in to replace high value role. Rookies in the 8 to 11 range have been huge league winners in recent years. Okay. I do not disagree with you on all of what you're saying. If Treylon Burks had fallen to me, I probably would have taken him. But since I had already taken Garrett Wilson, I felt like I wanted a safer option. But Hurricane, who you taking between Garrett Wilson and Treylon Burks? I want to hear your thoughts on this one. So after I drafted Robert Woods, we had Zach Ertz, Dak Prescott, Aaron Rodgers, Kadarius Toney, Dawson Knox, James Robinson, Hunter Henry, Tyler Lockett. Also, Harshmeyer, if you're in here, man, sorry, I keep like not even showing your team. Gainwell, Boyd, Freiermuth, and then Trey Lance. And I am back on the board. All the quarterbacks, Trey Lance was going to be my thing. I think I'm just going to wait another round, and we're going to hit up another wide receiver. I'm not loving anybody. I don't really want a tight end. I can wait on some of those guys. I don't love it. I don't love going Claypool in the 10th, but I did it. Upside. I think people are hyping up Pickens. What's the difference between Pickens and Chase Claypool? Besides the fact that Claypool had to get up there on the mic and announce his replacement. He's produced. Without Big Ben? No, I don't know. I don't know how any of those wide receivers are going to do. I think Deontay Johnson's the only safe option in the Steelers offense besides Najee Harris. So then Hurricane Lane, Burks has a proven quarterback in less target competition, so him in redraft. I mean, yeah. Robert Woods, and I mean, the fact that Phillips kid looking like he might beat out like a wide receiver 2 or wide receiver 3. Nickel, whatever that, Nkida, however you say his name, was also there. I think Treylon Burks is more talented than all of them. Like, I agree with you. I just don't think it's necessarily going to happen as fast. And so I think Garrett Wilson produces faster. That's my bet. My bet I'm making. At this point, I'm just going to hammer wide receivers. MVS. It sounds like Juju's going to be the wide receiver 1, but can MVS get open downfield? I mean, hopefully. So that's why we take MVS. Brian Robinson at the 11-7. I think that's absolutely great value. It was just a guy commented on my video today as a Washington fan thinking granted, all the reports are that Brian Robinson's going to be the starter, but I think he's going to go off. They're going to use Antonio Gibson as a Cordell Patterson. Don't know if that's true or not, but that is what they are saying out of the Washington camp. So Derek Carr there at the 11-9. I was kind of hoping he would fall to me, but yeah, whatever happens. Like I said, appreciate all 4 viewers right now. Appreciate you guys sticking around throughout this mock draft. We'll be doing another mock draft tomorrow night. We're just grinding on these mock drafts. That's what we're doing. We've surpassed 50 subscribers, so Jordan will be showing up to our stream on Wednesday in a tank top, and if he doesn't, I don't know. I don't know what I'm going to do. Like, what's the punishment? Like, what's the punishment if he doesn't? Because I will be. Then I'm going to be looking like a fool. Then Hurricane coming in again. Phillips is a slot. Keenan in the X by default. Woods in the Elite Z. Burks is born to play X. Yeah. I agree. But I mean, how many 4 wide receiver sets have we seen the Tennessee Titans use in like recent years? I think that's my thing. Like, it's always like 2 wide receivers or 3 wide receivers. I think that's where I'm a little bit nervous that Treylon Burks is the wide receiver 4 there. Now, I think by midseason, Treylon Burks is going to be absolutely starting and getting somewhere between 4 to 7 targets a game. But what value are taking him? I guess he did follow the 9-2, but I guess if he's your wide receiver 4 or 5, I don't hate it. But I think we were in the consensus argument, we were debating Garrett Wilson versus Treylon Burks. And I would debate that Garrett Wilson is competing with better wide receivers. Oh, so what you're saying is Aquino will lose his job to Burks sooner than later. Then he'll shoot to the moon. Okay, I agree with you. I agree with you. But like, at what point is that going to happen? Is that going to be week 2, week 5, week 1? You know, if we can bank on it being week 1 or week 2, I think that just changes how we do things. And, you know, we absolutely waited too long to draft a quarterback. We should have just taken Kirk Cousins at the 11-6. We had Otto, we're just drafting, so can't really help that. They're just drafting the best value. So here, I have to take a quarterback 1, and I'm feeling pretty good about taking Trevor Lawrence. Feeling pretty dang good. I think Trevor Lawrence will put up high-end QB2 numbers, but that is also why I will be drafting another quarterback here soon. So maybe wasting 2 back end, you know, it's not the best move, but okay, that is fair. Justin Jefferson did not start until week 4, but he did put up some crazy numbers those week 1 to week 3 games, even though he wasn't starting. So Hurricane, I hear you. I drafted Treylon Burks in a lot of my dynasty leagues as the 1-3. So trust me when I say, like, I know I was debating you on Treylon Burks and how it would actually look, but I am a Burks believer. I think we really, like, I know he fell in the draft to 18. I mean, he didn't really fall. He got drafted the same pick as CeeDee Lamb did. I just think when the other guys went higher, we saw the productions, like we saw what actually happened at the combine, like, makes me a little nervous. I really wanted Rachaad White to fall back to me. Yeah, I thought it was week 3 was the big blow up game. I thought it was like I said, we agreed. He had a really good season. I'm not debating you. I'm glad we had this discussion. But I'm back on the clock and not feeling super great about really hammered receivers, but since I went quarterbacks late, grab Jameis Winston too. One of those guys will be a quarterback 1, right? That's my thoughts. But to the 6 viewers currently in, if you just joined the stream, appreciate you being here as well. If you haven't left a like on the stream, really helps with the YouTube algorithm, especially after we post this. One of our lives got like almost 150 views from last week. So really would appreciate if you liked. If you haven't subscribed yet, subscribe. I guess now our goal is to try to get to 50. So not 50. We just surpassed our goal of 50 before the NFL season. Not having a more subscriber goal because you guys have absolutely blown all the support out of the water. So we're just going to be making content, and yeah, cool. Maybe our next goal is 75, and I don't know what I'll do once we get to 75. So I got to think about it. But if you want to be one of the people that helps us get to 75, subscribe now. I am now back on the clock, and yeah, I am taking running backs. No one I like, so I'm taking Alec Pierce. Alec Pierce, wide receiver 2, getting him in the 14th round. There's upside that somehow he produces. We saw him. There was like a Twitter video that went viral, I would say maybe last Friday. And yeah, it was a good catch. It was against a good corner too, like one of their starting quarters. And so everyone was talking about that. Nate says, dude sniped Brian Robinson and leaves. I know he, who sniped Brian Robinson? I'm trying to remember who got, I can't, oh crap. Here we go. Yeah. Everyone kind of just starts doing the whole auto draft game here late into the drafts, but We're going to have to take a running back with this team. No, I drafted 4. Yeah, I'm drafting another tight end. And who are we going to take? Is it going to be Everett? We're going to do Robert Tonyan. Oh, I love when the randos get drafted here late in the drafts. Isaiah McKenzie in the 15th Hurricane. That's a good pick, man. It's a good pick. I also like TDP. Like both of those picks, man. Really do. I'm now on the clock. We got our chances. I'm just gonna go with Robert Tonyan. Aaron Rodgers needs someone to throw to, and he'll be my backup. But if you are in the stream and you did draft with me, would love to give you a draft grade. So just let me know. Put your name up in the chat. I'm gonna grade my own team because while we wait for that, easy C plus. I'm gonna give it a C plus. We went Derrick Henry, great pick. Javonte Williams, great pick. If Tyreek Hill had fallen, I would fall about like Kyle Pitts or Tyreek Hill. I wanted either of those guys at the 3.6. DJ Moore at the 4.7 isn't terrible. Josh Jacobs, where things kind of went a little awry. I auto drafted CEH, so that's when things really went awry. And TJ Hawkinson, Garrett Wilson, Robert Woods, like good depth. Quarterbacks aren't great. Running backs are okay. Wide receivers aren't great. So giving myself, like I said, a C plus. Plus, just making myself feel better. Really, Hurricane comes in and says, Tony's my favorite tight end for teams. I don't get tight end in round 3. Yes. Late round tight ends for sure. For sure. That's the whole move. That's the move for sure. Ooh, Adam coming in. Pick 5, Adam. I will grade your team, my man. Thanks so much for drafting with us tonight, as well as stopping into the stream. If you have not subscribed yet, Adam, subscribe. You know what to do. Hit that subscribe button and push that like button. Do it now before I grade your team, because otherwise you might not do it at all. That I'm in sales. I don't know if you know that. So that was my salesman coming out. Do something for me before I do something for you. But anyway, you drafted Dalvin Cook, Nick Chubb at the 2.8. I do like me some Dalvin Cook this year. You were the one that sniped me. You were sniping me all freaking round. You know what? Man's a legend. Man is a legend, but drafts Tyreek Hill at 3.5. Mike Williams at the 4.8. Friggin' Hollywood Brown at 5.5. Oh my goodness, man. I'm going to give you an F for friggin' just continuing to snipe me. 6.8, you drafted Kyler Murray. I was interested in him too. I guess I drip picked before you and I auto draft, so gave you one there. Elijah Moore at 7.5. I was also really interested in Elijah Moore. He was the only wide receiver I was really interested in at that point. You then draft Dameon Pierce, Melvin Gordon. Yeah, you had your 2 solid running backs. So you kind of went robust RB, but got really solid receivers. Tyler Algier, David Njoku, Jamal Williams, Wan'Dale Robinson, and you just threw a quarterback in there. Man, I'm gonna give you a solid. It's like a B plus, A minus team, man. And I think that's like the high. Like I gave someone an A once, but that's high, man. That's a good team. Really solid squad. So I appreciate you already subscribing to the channel. Hopefully that makes you give a like or something on this. Like that was enough. That was enough. Anyone else here in the stream that wants me to grade their teams? Looks like everyone has kind of left, so I imagine they are no longer here. But thank you so much to everyone that participated here tonight. We will be doing another mock draft tomorrow night. We'll be going live tomorrow. My RB 11 through 20 video drops. And so, yeah, everyone wish Nate great. He's got the first pick this Saturday. So the man is hyping up. Hurricane, I didn't even grade yours. Final grade. Christian McCaffrey, Mike Evans, Kyle Pitts, Jalen Waddle, DK Metcalf, Adam Thielen, Rashard Bateman. I really like the Kyle Pitts pick. Tony Pollard, Tom Brady, hammered late round RBs, handcuffs. Yeah, I'm getting it a B plus. I'm a little bit worried that Tony Pollard's your RB2, but you went with getting enough backups that hopefully one of them has RB1 upside on a week-to-week basis to then supplement CMC only playing 10 games a year. But he's so worth it because it's the best 10 games of the year you're ever going to get, you know? So Hurricane, hopefully that was good. B plus, man. B plus, of course. So like I said, new video dropping tomorrow. So if you haven't watched the one for today, watch the one for the day. Nate, I'm just doing my sales pitch and you guys are like, do me. I appreciate you guys being here though. I really do. We had Jonathan Taylor, AJ Brown, James Conner, Jerry Jeudy, Terry McLaurin, Darnell Mooney, Russell Wilson, James Cook, Dallas Goedert, Hines, Rondell Moore, Isaiah Pacheco, Dotson, Palmer, Zamir White. I'm slapping you on the wrist. I would have drafted CMC at 101, but you do you, and I can't judge you for that. AJ Brown at 212. I really like that because I especially like getting him at the 3-1. James Conner over Lenny Fournette and Zeke is a bold move, my friend. Bold move. Touchdowns are not going to be coming as plentiful. No, we had 17 touchdowns last season? It's going to be like more like 12 this year. So basing that like points per game, I would have probably taken Lenny Fournette. It's tight between him and Zeke. I like, so Jerry Jeudy. I'm glad that you should have drafted Terry McLaurin before Jerry Jeudy. I would have done that. I might have gone Allen Robinson, Terry McLaurin, to be honest, over Jerry Jeudy. But that's okay. You got Mooney at 612, so you revived yourself for me, Nate. And then Russell Wilson at the 7-1, James Cook, Dallas Goedert, then a bunch of things, and you got Pacheco at 12-12, Rondo Moore, a bunch of high upside guys. I had Dotson falling to 13-1 is actually kind of crazy. I'm giving you a B+. I think I just handed out a bunch of B+ tonight, but I just didn't want to offend anyone, you know? That was a good team, though. You guys all drafted good teams, and that's why you're here, because you absolutely love fantasy football content. And that is why you should check out my video I posted today, because it is also about fantasy football content. So if you haven't already, leave a like on that video. If you haven't subscribed, we have 6 viewers still watching. So thank you so much for all of you guys for participating, for engaging in the chat. We will be going live again tomorrow night, probably somewhere around 8:30 to 9. So tune back in tomorrow. Check out the video that drops tomorrow, and we will catch you guys on the flip side. Peace.